NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer stressed the need for increased defense spending in the alliance amid the continuing war in Ukraine and a more volatile world. Speaking at a news conference in Brussels on Monday, Rutte said investing in defense industries is an absolute must.
To put it in another way, to prevent war, we must spend more. The UK understands this instinctively. You have long met the 2% target, and I welcome plans to further increase investments in defense. Because in a more dangerous world, 2% will not be enough to keep us safe. We need to invest considerably more. We also need to replenish our stocks, and fast. There's no time to waste. Reviving our defense industries to ramp up defense production is an absolute must.
Starmer, who is in Brussels to attend a European Union leaders meeting, the first attended by a UK leader since the UK left the bloc 5 years ago, is seeking to rebuild ties with the EU while avoiding tariffs from protectionist Trump. Speaking alongside Rutte on Monday before the EU dinner, Starmer said the UK would not have to choose between Europe and the United States, saying, "It's important that we work with both sets of partners, particularly at this volatile time."
That it's important that we work with both sets of partners, particularly this volatile time, where I think it's generally accepted and rightly accepted that we face a more volatile world now than we have done for many decades. So now is the time to step up on all fronts with both the US and the EU. It is not the time to pull back on either front.
Trump's trade battles complicate Starmer's aim of a reset with the EU after years of bitterness over Brexit. Rutte, meanwhile, said there were always issues between allies, but was absolutely convinced it will not get in the way of our collective determination to keep our deterrence strong.
This is a geopolitical thing playing out at the moment with Ukraine, and therefore Ukraine must prevail not only for Ukraine's sake, first of all, but also because of the geopolitical impact. And for NATO as a whole, collectively, we are 20 times bigger than the Russian economy. Collectively, we are able to protect the collective NATO territory, including the US. And the US is also under threat now with the long-range nuclear long-range missiles coming out of North Korea maybe in the future, thanks to all the technology the Russians are delivering. So for so many reasons, we have to stay connected. I'm a staunch transatlanticist. I absolutely believe that the best thing the West can do is to stay united. And I know that the same thinking is still prevalent in the US, including in the White House.
Euro-American relations have been growing increasingly tense in recent months. Donald Trump has accused the EU of freeloading off American defense and exploiting the US in trade. The UK, particularly Starmer's government, has itself been the center of controversy, with the eruption of the grooming gang scandal primarily exposed on Elon Musk's platform X, formerly Twitter, as well as accusations of authoritarianism and past unfriendliness toward Donald Trump. Perhaps, then, what could bring them all together, absent warm feelings, could be simple geopolitical calculus.